Hey world travelers, today we're testing your knowledge of the world's most incredible monuments and wonders. You'll get 5 seconds to answer each one. Can you guess them all before we reveal the answer? Let's get started. Which monument stretches across mountains and was built to protect an ancient empire? The answer is the Great Wall of China. Fun fact, it's over 13,000 miles long. Which iconic white marble building is a symbol of eternal love in India? The answer is the Taj Mahal. Interesting fact, it took 22 years and 20,000 workers to build. Can you identify this ancient city perched high on a mountain ridge in Peru? The answer is Machu Picchu. Here's something cool. It was never discovered by Spanish explorers. Which ancient Roman structure once hosted gladiator battles? The answer is the Colosseum. Fun fact, it could hold up to 50,000 spectators. Which remote island is famous for its giant stone heads? The answer is Moai statues of Easter Island. Did you know these statues were carved from volcanic rock centuries ago? Which statue overlooks Rio de Janeiro with arms wide open? The answer is Christ the Redeemer. Here's a fact. It's 30 meters tall, standing atop Corcova mountain. Which triangular structures rise from the desert sands in Egypt? The answer is the Pyramids of Giza. Fun fact, they were originally covered in polished limestone. Which red rock city in Jordan is carved into cliffs and famous for its treasury? The answer is Petra. Did you know Petra was once a major trading hub for ancient civilizations? Which mysterious circle of stone stands on a grassy plain in England? The answer is Stonehenge. Here's something neat. Some stones weigh up to 25 tons. Which towering iron structure is a symbol of Paris? The answer is the Eiffel Tower. Fun fact, it was originally intended to be dismantled after 20 years. Can you identify this iconic monument? Take 5 seconds to guess. The answer is St. Basil's Cathedral. Did you know St. Basil's Cathedral was completed in 1561 and is famous for its colorful onion-shaped domes? Which leaning tower is a famous landmark in Italy? The answer is Leaning Tower of Pisa. Fun fact, engineers have stabilized it so it won't fall. Which sprawling temple complex with tall spires is hidden in the Cambodian jungle? The answer is Angkor Wat. Did you know it's the largest religious monument in the world? Which iconic red suspension bridge spans a bay in California? The answer is Golden Gate Bridge. Here's a cool fact. It was once the longest suspension bridge in the world. Can you recognize this magnificent basilica? Take 5 seconds to guess. The answer is Sagrada Familia. Did you know Sagrada Familia has been under construction since 1882 and is still not fully completed? Which sail-shaped performing arts center sits by a harbor in Australia? The answer is Sydney Opera House. Fun fact, its design was inspired by seashells. Which massive domed building in Istanbul has been a cathedral, mosque, and museum? The answer is Hagia Sophia. Here's a tidbit. It was completed in just 6 years. Which stepped pyramid is an iconic Mayan site in Mexico? The answer is Chichén Itzá. Interesting fact, the pyramid is aligned so that during equinox, a shadow resembles a serpent. Which mountain features the faces of 4 U.S. presidents carved into its rock? The answer is Mount Rushmore. Fun fact, each face is about 18 meters tall. Which is the tallest skyscraper in Dubai? The answer is Burj Khalifa. Did you know it stands at a staggering 828 meters tall? Can you guess this historic palace? Take 5 seconds to think. The answer is Alhambra Palace. Did you know Alhambra Palace was originally a small fortress in 889 AD and later expanded into a magnificent palace complex? Which ancient temple with rows of columns sits atop a hill in Greece? The answer is the Parthenon. Fun fact, it was dedicated to the goddess Athena. Which lion-bodied statue has a human head and stands near Egyptian pyramids? The answer is the Sphinx. Did you know its nose was destroyed long ago, possibly by cannon fire? Which glass pyramid stands outside a famous museum in Paris? The answer is the Louvre Museum. Here's a tidbit. The pyramid serves as the museum's main entrance. Which giant clock tower overlooks the Thames River in London? The answer is Big Ben. Interesting fact, Big Ben is actually the bell, not the tower. Can you identify this historic fortress? The answer is Tower of London. Did you know the Tower of London was founded in 1078 and has served as a royal palace, prison, and treasury? Can you guess this magnificent temple? The answer is Borobudur Temple. Did you know Borobudur Temple in Indonesia was built in the 9th century and is the world's largest Buddhist temple? What's the name of this statue? The answer is Statue of Liberty. Fun fact, it was a gift from France in 1886. Can you identify this fairy tale castle? the answer is Neuschwanstein Castle. Did you know Neuschwanstein Castle inspired Disney's Sleeping Beauty Castle and was commissioned by King Ludwig II of Bavaria? Can you guess this iconic island monastery? The answer is Mont Saint-Michel. Did you know Mont Saint-Michel is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is surrounded by tidal waters that change dramatically with the tide? Thanks for playing. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more amazing quizzes on world wonders.